boots on the ground, putting it down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mickey D. I host the Stock Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me tonight, this evening, this morning, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, this wonderful world of ours. It's the home of the baby knockout. Yes, I'm going to give you a baby knockout here in a couple minutes because you joined me. So my research, I'll put to work and I'll give to you. You can find my books on Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, paperback book, or the ebook, Mickey D DEE. Got a lot of things out there, a lot of uh, coals, a lot of barks there in the fire there. So you can find that anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to advise the president though, and I want to talk about a little bit about rare earths and a little bit about critical minerals. And I have a critical mineral uh, that I want to give you as a baby knockout if you stick around. So stick around and you're going to get that, ladies and gentlemen. But as you guys know, nothing I'm saying is should be misinterpreted as stock advice. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, or a financial advisor. I'm an author. I'm a researcher. I put it in black and white, so you can have it for years and years to come. And you can look at it and say, Mickey D was right here. Mickey D was wrong there. He was right here. He was wrong there. All that kind of stuff. Because people are critical and they're cynical nowadays. They want to get rid of the truth. They want to get rid of where we all come from. You know, the never mind. Um, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, um, China is turning into somewhat of a challenge, shall I say, for the United States of America. China, big bad China. Now, China has struck back at the West and the world again because we struck at the world with our tariffs, and China has struck the world with getting rid of rare earths and critical metals for the rest of the world. We're going to keep it all in house. It's all going to stay in China now. And we have some really big Fortune 500 companies in America that that really need these rare earths. From the Chinese supply chain. Companies like Lockheed Martin, companies like Apple. These are big companies. Companies like Tesla. Musk, his company. All these big companies depend electronic. We depend on China. Okay. One thing China's been doing, and we've chronicled it over the last several years. China has built up its military. It's built up its navy. They have nuclear carriers now. At one point, we were the only ones, United States of America, we were the only ones with nuclear carriers. And we had much more than they had. Well, now they're starting to catch up. So we have a problem here, ladies and gentlemen. The China rare earth dominance is threatening the US power because they've cut us off. So, in order to effectively fight a war or any type of, especially a world war, any type, they've cut us off from those rare earths. We need them for our bullets. We need them not only for our semiconductors and things. We need them for a lot of things. So I'm gonna tell you about a company here that is in the United States. It's a developer right now. It's a small company, but they're getting their act together, and they can maybe be able to do something in the critical metals area. Now let's distinguish. Now the critical, there's a difference. The critical metal in the rare earths. There's only the rare earths that America we can do it all. We can do it all, but we have to refine our supply chain within our house. We have to refine. We can't send stuff off to China anymore. We can't send stuff off to Russia anymore. We may not be able to send stuff off to Canada anymore or send things down to Mexico anymore. We have to do it in house. And I think that's what the president right now is trying to do. He's trying to get some things done in house. I don't know if he has people, the people that he needs to work with to get that done. But we'll talk about it here in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about, first of all, I'm gonna give you the baby. I'm gonna give you the baby knockout. But let's talk about what he's doing. Once again, I want you to like, share this video. I want you to watch another video after. I'm glad you guys watched that. The cats, the wild cats getting at it, the tigers, the lions, and the cheetahs, and the jaguars, and all that. That stuff. I'll have another tape for you. Watch it and like it at the end of this. But let's talk about what we came here for. That's making money with these baby knockouts. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you can hit like, share, and subscribe, it helped the algorithm. Pound that like button. Pound that like button. China hits back at U.S. tariffs with export controls on key rare earths. Now, they've done this before, and we've talked about it for years and years. And I've told you they were going to use rare earths as a weapon, and the day has come. Um, this is in response to the tariffs. They're in this article. They did a good job. I'm talking about Lewis, Eric, and Ernest. U.S. Amy, Eric, and Ernest did a good job here. They're covering. Reuters is covering this very well. Export controls covers all countries, not just the USA. So not just USA will be hit. Manufacturers are scrambling for access outside of China. Good luck there, because there's not a lot of places. That China's got, like, 80-90% of this stuff, and they say it's an opening salvo in this spat. And China's not scared. China placed export restrictions on rare earths on Friday, part of a sweeping response to President Donald Trump's squeezing supply of Western minerals used to make weapons, electronics, range, and consumer goods. Like I said, phones, computers, night vision goggles, all that, a lot of stuff. Military, Lockheed Martin, aircraft, Tesla, uh, you know, a lot of different companies, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to hit very hard. China in has their military. The last we've been talking about DEI and all this other crap and calling one another names and all that stuff, while China has been innovating and they've been building, and they don't have a problem with people in books in their country, or they don't have a problem. Some of the problems that we have in America that we spend time on when we shouldn't spend any time are really kind of idiotic. You guys know it. It starts with Washington and what's going on there. But I advise the president, so I'm gonna be nice and easy and light here for a minute. Here, let me tell you, this is what I said a few years ago about this. Let me just, in my own words, after about the Navy. Chinese are catching up with us, ladies and gentlemen. The Chinese. I said it before. I'll say it again. In my own words. I'm not a nuclear scientist or nuclear engineer or anything like that. You can fact check anything I say with the World Nuclear Association, my friends. A lot of this stuff is confidential, so no one would ever know anyway. But, my friends, Al Jazeera is reporting that the Chinese next aircraft carrier, likely nuclear powered, says report. Now, they've got three. So this is their fourth ship, resumed construction on their fourth ship. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a couple short years. Yeah, that was just a few years ago. I put that in there so you could see it years ago, ladies and gentlemen. The baby knockout I wanted to get you in the critical minerals area, ladies and gentlemen, is NioCorp Development. Now, this company is doing. Uh, I think this company is going to be in position to get, uh, let's say, government funding or get a lot of money or do what they need because they're going to be part of the supply chain. Now, what we need from them from NioCorp is niobium. They have some of that. They have some titanium, and they also have. I think what was the other one they have? They've got like three uh, areas they're working on, like scandium, which is they're expensive. That's really hard to get. That's what per metric ton is about that sets you up back about $3.2 million. So that's really, really, and the others are hard to get and they're expensive. And in the Baby Knockout newsletter, I went over some of the prices of some of these rare earths, but these are critical minerals. These aren't in the rare earths. They're not in the rare earth category. These are critical minerals that we will also need. And China also has a lock on these. So I'm looking at this company NB on the exchange, the $2 stock right now. It has potential to get the supply chain, get accelerated, get some fast, get on somebody's fast track or something. I'm saying put it on your watch list and keep an eye on it. This is in addition to those in the Baby Knockout newsletter. In addition to those, uh, NICOM development NB has an opportunity, has a chance. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Make sure you put NB on the NASDAQ, put it on your watch list. It may have potential to do something, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I advise the president. We have a lot of fun on the scoop with the stock scoop with Mickey D. Um, I'm going to tell the president right now when I call him tomorrow morning and give him my advice. I'm going to tell him to work on the supply chain. Don't worry about who said what and what said who and fake this and fake that. The time to put up is now. And Mr. President, tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. And China has been preparing for a long time. So while they've been innovating and they've been building, we've been talking about taking people out of books, taking statues down, taking uh, different craziness. Who's crazier than who? You know, stacking the Supreme Court. You know, we've been doing things that maybe may help you now that you're in the position, Mr. President. But look at what the senators and what the congressmen have left you with: a supply chain that's empty. Sure, we've got stockpiles for the next year, but when that year is up, or when those 6 months is up, where you gonna get that antimony from? Where you gonna get some of those critical minerals from that we need? We need to make bullets. We fight day and night. We can't cower down at night because we don't have any night vision goggles and we fight 24/7. So we got to get our supply chain together. We got to get our house together. Never mind what's going on around you. Stay focused on the mission right now. Like I said, while China's innovating, we're speculating. Now, I'm not talking about on stocks. I'm talking about on who said what and who said this and who said that and fake this and fake that. Let's get it together. That's my word, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Yes, I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get stronger. I'm working it. I want you to watch this video here of the way the big cats do it. The big cats, ladies and gentlemen. It's only a few minutes. Enjoy it and hit like, like, share, subscribe also. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. It's been fun. Let's do it again here in a few days. Take care.